New tonight, rallies across the country to protest the Trump administration. From Portland to Chicago to Boston, protesters gathering to speak out against key policies, including large-scale cuts to federal agencies and the new tariffs that have tainted global stock markets. This was the largest day of protests against President Trump so far. There are several rallies in the St. Louis area as well. Protesters here marching to the overpass above Interstate 70 in O'Fallon, Missouri, just earlier today. Those we talked with say citizens should step up if Congress refuses to act as a check on the president and his policies.
It's really important to show that there are faces of people that did not vote for this, do not want this, and all of these things benefit no one. They are just hurtful. They are hurtful to everybody, and it's important to stand together because we are meant to be united.
Another group of protesters braved the rain in West St. Louis County to make their voices heard. They say it's time to stand up to Elon Musk and the Trump administration to protect health care, Social Security, and other government programs.